our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
今回生贄となるのはどちらだ
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
何事も最初が肝心だ最初がな
Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
いいよいいよ
Very dangerous range. It can definitely be clipped by something. Backs him into a corner.
ここからが大事だな
Player 2 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on it if they want to win this match. Nails the anti-air.
ここで決めるその弾力あっぱれ
This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. Jump! Caught in the cross-up. Get right kick ball. What patience to scout out the counterattack.
いやーよくガードした
Each hit is so important.
一歩も引けないねこれは
KO.
いいねとどめまでしっかり
Did you feel that? That's tension in the air.
同じような実力を持った者同士が真っ向からぶつかるとこういう状態になるのだ
We're just getting started here. Who'll take control? Goes for the super art.
お
Goes for the level 3 super art to show them this is how we roll in this town.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
さあここからだもっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ
Oh my god, we got a stun KO!
良い決着だった
See, that's what happens when you let your mouth right check. Your hands can't catch.
悪魔目に惚れるこの勢い素晴らしいぞ
Throws a fireball. Player 2 didn't rely too much on driving that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here.
なるほどね
Perfect read with the anti-air.
いいぞその調子だ
And eats it. Point blank range here. Hits the button now. Hits the counter in.
いいね大技だ
Backs it to the corner. What setup do they have? Gotta do better than that.
今のは見えていたんだろうね
Can you believe it? Putting it all on the line. There's the burnout.
まだ諦め
Down and out.
見事
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
二人ともご苦労であったまたの試合を楽しみにしているぞ
Jumps a fireball to keep control of the space. Looks to add more pressure by parrying the projectile. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going?
いやーこのラウンドはどうなるんだろう
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
ここからが大事だな
Player 1 is just about out of drive after that.
さあここだ
Limited resources at hand right now. Hits with the overhead. Projectile KO.
いいねとどめまでしっかり
You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
これはちょっと実力差があるかもしれないねただそこを覆すのも戦いの醍醐味まだわからないよ
Goes to the driver leg.
おおそうきたか
Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
どうしたいけるだろう
Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes.
次はどう出るこの世界の人たちは当たり前のように飛び道具を飛ばすんだな
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Still slugging it out, burns out.
地獄の沙汰ほど面白い
Jump and ball critical art. Yo, what's gonna happen? Life lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Making sure they're done, using the super to get the KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
我が輩もこれには目が釘付けになっているぞ
Player 2 is going to want to manage the drive meter better for a win this round.
え今なんて言ったの
Both fighters desperately want meter here. Oh, what a rush! Player 2 can't use drive, connects with the throw.
見事だ
Nothing stops this train. Here comes the corner pressure.
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ
Oh my god, they closed it out.
やるではないか
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
素晴らしい戦いであった見事だ
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
人間界の決闘というものを見せてもらおう
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
どんな戦いが見られるのか非常に楽しみであるな
Uses a drive parry against the attack. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね
Drive reversal to break in.
この飛び道具はどういう仕組みで出ているんだ
Let's down the air approach. Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance.
いいよいいよ
And parry to the pressure.
ここはどう出るかどうだろう
Throws to get around their defense. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Heading it down to the wire. Hits,
ああ決まったね
bags around. What did you make of it?
いやーいいねいい感じだと思う
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. They gotta stop the bleeding here before it's too late.
差はついたようだがまだまだこれからだいやーどうだ
Juri kickball mix-up. Fights out from the corner, back to the center of the stage. Going in? Jumps in. Ooh, burnout activated.
まだ諦めるな
Ooh, just goes for it at this range.
これはいいぞ気を抜くでないぞ
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Overhead denied.
今のは見えていたんだろ
You're done.
うね良いとどめだ
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
素晴らしい戦いであった見事だ
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
再戦とは互いがまだ血に飢えているようだな
Knockdown.
そうか
Decides to go with the target combo.
いやー見事気持ちよく決まったね
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table.
さあどうだ
Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
さあもっとや
Will this super art connect?
おおそうきたかいやーどうだ
It's there!
やるではないか
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
死闘というのはこういうのを言うんだな
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
駆け引きが分かってきたところか
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
な頑張っていってもらいたいよね
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Holds out with the block. Throws him. What's next?
そうか
Scrapping it out up close. Punches that off and keeps going.
おっと
Juri kickball mix-up. There's some meter here, investing in the round.
見事だ
Catches in all the balls for the Shinru Repa.
次はどう出る
They return to center stage.
あと少し
Puts the brakes on the impact.
だいやーよくガードした
KO.
見事
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
二人ともご苦労であった赤の試合を楽しみにしているぞ
Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate.
よろしく頼む期待しているぞ
We're still early in the round.
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね
Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if his drive gauge runs out. Goes for the fireball. The fireball game is so solid right now, their opponent can't get a good read to jump to. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it?
ここで決めるその弾力あっぱれ
Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Fights back out of the corner. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか
The super KO.
いいねとどめまでしっかり
That match was too close. It's definitely the kind of match you like to see, right?
人というのはそういうのを言うんだな
Big counter.
今いいのが出たね
Dealing a nice chunk of damage. Oh, burnout activate.
まだ諦めるな
They're backed up into the corner.
どうしたいけるだろう
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. You're done.
そういうことだ
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
この戦い楽しみにしていたぞ
Pressuring them in the corner.
ここからが大事だな
Tries, but not gonna get the throw. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage.
ここはどう出るか
We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at the top. Hold your breath.
そうか
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Reads the overhead wheel and blocks.
今のよく守ったねもっと我が輩
It's there.
良い決着だった
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
全く素晴らしいね見事に決めていった
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round. The jump in is denied. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
いやーこのラウンドはどうなるんだろう
Anything could happen here.
目に見えない駆け引きがあるんだろうね
Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Looking winded, burnout changes the game. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're going for the super arc?
おっと
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
さあここからだ
Big difference in life and truth. Any mistake now between the wall and a hard place. And they're stuck.
まだ諦めるな
Rebel, what a slick combo to take that round.
良い決着だった
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
最後まで諦めるな
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here?
一進一退すごく良い試合をしている
The trigger of the drive attack doesn't work.
いやーよくガードした
There's a change of sides. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Reverse.
血がたぎってきたぞ
By impact block.
今のは見えていたんだろうね
Player 1 with the lead. They're gonna end it quick or hang back.
どうしたもっとやり合うのだ
Juicy damage with that throw there.
いいのが入った
Burns the gauge to turn up the heat. Full drive reversal. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very perilous situation. Overhead. The jet overhead attack.
排水の陣と
Clutch, clutch, anti-air.
やるではないか
In with the lumen.
なんだと
Gambles with the parry.
よくやったこれが見たかったのだ
Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
諸君最高の試合だったぞ
Jumps. Gets the jump in. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
頑張っていってもらいたいよねどうだろ
Denied up top. Sees the overhead coming and blocks.
ういやーよくガードした
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. Gotta hold out here. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
さあもっとやり合うのだ
Oh, now here's a chance to do some damage.
ちょっと危ないなこれは
Adds parry to the pressure. Player 1 can't KO.
勝負あったね
That round had some interesting twists to it. What are your thoughts?
まだまだこれから力を出し切ってほしいね
Ah, yeah, that's right. You got a point there. Let's see if the fighters pick up on that too. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. This match just started and it can go either way.
気持ちでぶつかっていってほしいね
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
どうしたいけるだろう
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack leaves you at a disadvantage, so it's better to try an anti-air instead. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Are they trying to bait a throw? Lands the meter on the super arc.
いやすごいな
Lands the Getsuga Saito! Off of that juicy damage. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. KO!
見事
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな
Goes for the throw.
ああ今のは素晴らしいね
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね
Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their gameplay? Drive gauge available to break through or get pressure. Someone's gotta make a move.
これはどうした遠距離でも攻撃を緩めないんだね
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game lets you dictate the pace of the match much easier. It's backed into the corner with pressure building.
さあもっとやり合うのだ
Decides to spin the meter to open up some more chances. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Gotta be careful not to whip this range. Juri kick for a mix-up. It throws him. What's next?
今の内容が良いフォームだったね
Both fighters are barely alive.
二人とも限界と見える
Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. Shoots off a fireball up close. 20 seconds. He's there!
やるではないか
You feel that? That's tension in the air.
同じような実力を持った者同士が真っ向からぶつかるとこういう状態になるのだな
That drive impact is blocked.
いやーよくガードした
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
頑張っていってもらいたいよね
Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation.
いやーどうだ
The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punch?
ああ惜しかった
Jumps in. They're backed up into the corner.
さあここからだ
Here I can damage and Player with the super.
いいぞその調子だ
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Genru, Repa. Drink level 4 unlocks more moves for the fight at hand. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Crosses the teeth, that's how you close it out. What a beat!
やるではないか
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった見事だ
Here comes a new challenger.
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
我が輩を楽しませてくれ
Starts off zoning with the fireball. Good anti-air.
ああ今のは素晴らしいね
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね
Player 1 chases him down.
さあもっとやり合うのだここで決めるその胆力あっぱれ
KO.
良い決着だった
Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity, but how will that affect the next round?
反撃を許さない素晴らしい攻めだった。
Hits with the overhead. Goes low. Jumps. Very solid corner two. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
おっと
Player two will look to apply pressure here.
さあここからだ。
Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight.
勝負はここからが面白いんだよね。
Nice read with the cannon spike.
もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。もっともっと争うがよい。
Close range projectile. Chases him down. That's gonna be KO.
やるではないか。
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
最後まで諦めるな。
Last chance? It's now. Gotta do better than that.
今のは見えていたんだよね。
What a smart throw!
素晴らしい投げだ。
Up close and personal. Player one is barely. What is anti-air?
見事だ。
Oh, slid off the wall.
いいのが入っ
They're in the corner. This may change the match.
た。もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。
Down and out.
そういうことだ。
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Medium kick hit. Juri kick for a mix-up. Player one has the life lead.
このまま行くか
Very dangerous range. Can definitely get clipped by something.
いやー見事気持ちよく決まったね。
The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the hit?
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
That didn't look like a fair fight at all. But let me hear your thoughts.
目の覚めるような戦いだった。キャラクターと一心同体になっているようだ。
Medium kick hit.
いざその調子だ。次はどう出る
Player two can work with this lead. Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか
Spins the meter on the super hard. Shibuchin right hits. Good damage option there. Going in? Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. We have a super art on deck. Crowns them from above. Player two is holding on to that corner advantage.
良い状況ではある。
O'Rare closes it out.
見事
Last round. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
我が輩もこれには目が釘付けになっているぞ。
Player two managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm.
え今なんて言った
There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Drop that off.
これは
Player one has got to work some magic with this limited drive. Nothing but space and opportunity. This is gonna have burners out.
ここまでなのか
Get to the quick dash, show you. Player one is in burnout state. A very perilous situation. Get all the way up with the super. The super hit is gonna be enough to kill.
Locked on.
Done.
よくやったこれが見たかったのだ
Cammy
Oh
wins.
my days, that was a real intense fight. Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
さあ思う存分やり合うがいい争うがいい
Blocks the jump in. Checks with the projectile. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on it if they want to win this match. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
さあもっとやり合うのだ 勝負あったね。
That last round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
いやー、圧倒的だね。勢いが違うよね。
Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? It's not easy to parry projectiles in the heat of a match, but it's definitely effective. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. They may be planning to spin their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered to hit the hit and keeps on trucking.
俺はもっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Rapid Bomb wraps it up with a decisive combo.
やるではないか。
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
最後まで諦めるな。
Shows off the air slash. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet.
今なんて
Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize?
どうした？僕とやり合うのだ。
Oh, what a rush! Looks like they both relied a lot on their drop. Reads the jump in perfect.
やるではないか。いい感じだ。
What are they gonna do? Player 1 is in dark times with burnout. It just mets it all with a run. One super art incoming. Oh, this super art will change the makeup of this match. There it is. Option spin the meter on the super art. Overhead, but it won't work.
いやー、よくガードした。
Oh, drive reversal. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。
Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack.
届かないか。
Goes for the air slash. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
よくやった。これが見たかったのだ。
Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute orange one.
優子総白の試合だったね。これは最後までわからなかったな。
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. There's a change of sides. Drive rush to keep it going. Using moves out of drive rush for advantage is good for creating new chances. Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. The drive parry was successful. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry.
どうだろう。
Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Use a drive parry against the attack. Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Goes for the throw.
いいよいいよ。
Checks them with the projectile.
さあどうだ。
We're near the end of the round. I want to see someone shoot their shot. Come on! In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Grabs him.
やはり近距離での取っ組み合いは見ていて楽しいね。
Adds parry to the pressure.
次はどう出る。
This range is where it gets interesting. Gotta utilize the reach of your move. Drive rush to keep it going. KO.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Player 2 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
引き迫るその戦いぶり。見事だ。
You got that right. Oh, the next round starting. Jump! This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
いやー、このラウンドはどうなるんだろう。
Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some strings that pushes that off and keeps going.
おお、そうきたか。
Juri kickball mix-up. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out.
いやー、どうだ。
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
どうした。
Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか。
There's a change of sides. Overhead attack. The Juri jumps in.
これは熱いぞ。
Needs to win for the trip here.
見事。
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
我が輩もこれには目が釘付けになっているぞ。
Jumps up. Let's see how these two try and set the tone of the match.
これは危険な香りがするな。
It's a good spot to use the super.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Oh, this super art could change the makeup of this match. Plants the super, and now it's time for
満足させてみろ。
Put the brakes on the impact.
いやー、よくガードした。
Nice.
見事だ。
Noticeable life. Gold fishing and you're done.
やるではないか。
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
二人ともご苦労であった。
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
さあ、思う存分やり合うがいい。争うがいい。
Goes for an overhead. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact's no good, but it's needed to apply pressure and take a bite out of the drive game. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
さあ、ここだ。
Player 2 has used up all. This is going to hurt.
危ないぞ。気をつけろ。どうだろう。
Player 2 may be just about done this round. Hey-o.
ああ、決まったね。
That last round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
これはちょっと実力差があるかもしれないね。ただそこを覆すのも戦いの醍醐味だ。まだわからないよね。
Gets a chance with a buck.
もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Fights out from the corner back to the center of the stage. What are they doing? Burnout triggers. Ooh, burnout activates.
まだ諦めるな。
They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Drives off the table. What else have they got? For the critical arc.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be?
もう決まってしまうぞ。
Player 1 is in a very good spot now.
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。
The drive attack hits from the front. Closes it out.
良いとどめだ。
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
我が輩もこれには目が釘付けになっている。
Jump! Smart play with the throw.
見事な投げだね。
They're sitting on a full super arc gauge now. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space.
差はついたようだが、まだまだこれから。
They're in the corner. This may change the match. Player 1 needs to show that the drive impact doesn't work.
いやー、よくガードした。いい感じだ。
There's a burnout.
ここまでなのか。
There's a burnout.
地獄の沙汰ほど面白い。
Here comes the corner pressure. It's over.
よくやった。これが見たかったのだ。
Player 2 was the only one left standing after that. That's what I like to see. Talk that.
諸君、最高の試合だったぞ。
Tatsu's out of the quick dash. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Combo with the target combo. Holds out with the block. Super armor does its job.
おっと、
Sticks the combo.
さあここだ。遠距離でも攻撃を緩めないとね。
Pops him with the target combo.
次はどうだ。
In a dire situation, they KO.
良い決着だった。
Bashed around. What did you make of it?
二人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it.
そういうことか。なるほどな。
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。
Very. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Big throw.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Parry. This time the perfect parry, but it is still safe. Ooh, burnout activation. The meter on the super art.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Uses the gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around. They're thinking of scoring.
綺麗に投げていったね。急祖猫か。そんな予感がするな。
Life lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Overhead attack. Impact block.
今 今のは見えていたんだろうね。
Maxes out the gauge right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
Down and out.
見事。
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. The jump in is denied.
おお、そうきたか。
Backs him into a corner.
ここからが大事だな。
They're really being worked over in the corner.
このまま行くか。
Big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open up that gap further.
どうだろう。ここはどう出るか。
Great block on that ambiguous stuff. Spot on block. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. Can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The damage is really piling up. Super art.
おっと。
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
さあ、こ
It's there!
れ見事。
That match was too close, but definitely kind of match you like to see, right?
死闘というのはこういうのを言うんだな。
They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
どっちも動けてはいるんだろうね、きっと。
Goes with
おっと。
perfect parry. What now? Scrapping it out up close. Throws the fireball. Juri kick roll mix.
おっと。なるほどな。
Flash. Spins the meter on the super art. No question, this super art is definitely going to kill. KO.
良い決着だった。
See what eating your spinach does for you kids? What a win!
破竹の勢いで勝ち切ったな。これは見事というほかはないな。
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
今回生贄となるのはどちらだ。
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
よろしく頼む。期待しているぞ。
The drive impact nets them a sweet punch count.
いいよいいよ。
Very dangerous range. Can definitely get clipped by something. Maintains composure and fights out of the corner.
この飛び道具はどういう仕組みで出ているんだ。
Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this round will turn out.
このまま行くか。
Uses a drive parry against the attack. A parry here builds some drive gauge, which could help later in the round. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. The jump in is denied. That drive impact doesn't get through.
今のよく守ったね。
Player 1 chases him down.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。
Had the radar up and running.
いやー見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
Successful parry in the corner. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Quick dash in.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱ
They've been pushed into the wall and KO!
やるではないか。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
全く素晴らしいね。見事に決めていった。
Alright, let's see what happens in this next round. Reads them. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Who gained control of the match in the early going?
いやーこのラウンドはどうなるんだろう。いやーどうだ。
Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
これは
No thank you. What are they doing? They gotta press here and take advantage of the drive gap. Ooh, burnout activated.
まだ諦めるな。
Player 2 needs to use super art.
これは
Looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super. It's there.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
That was a solid win. Give me your takeaways on what we just saw.
勝って兜の尾を締める。そんな気品すら感じるね。良い試合だった。